Hi, my name's Jenny Fay from Top Sales Coaching, and this is a bite-sized example of the many skills needed by sales professionals. The focus of this video is smart time management for those salespeople who manage a physical territory. I'll show you how you can use a Google territory map like this, and then how you can make your own. I live in Broadbeach and I used to manage this territory. The blue line from Broadbeach to Ipswich represents a wake-up day for me. A school in Ipswich requested a training session after school at 3 o'clock. They're a valuable customer and I was happy to support them. But I drove an hour and a half directly to the school, ran an hour of training and drove 2 hours home in traffic. 5 hours of my day connecting with one school. Along the route, you'll see lots of green icons. Those green icons represent potential high-value customers. I could have planned better so that I visited 5 or 6 schools that day, but I drove right on past all of them. From that point on, and that wake-up day, I got better organised and better disciplined. I scheduled meetings at least 2 weeks ahead of time and made sure I contacted potential customers well before any travel to an area. There are lots of planning programs to help you manage your territory strategically. I'll show you an easy, free Google map like this that you can make yourself. This is an example of a territory map for Victoria and Tasmania. In this scenario, my target customers are primary schools. The coloured icons represent the data that I've chosen to include on my map. On the left-hand side, you'll see the key of the data I've chosen to add to my map. I've divided it up into larger schools, which are my green icons, medium-sized schools, my blue icons, and my red are my smaller schools. I can add the data of whatever my target customers are and whatever information that will help my territory planning. I can drill into these icons. So each one of those icons has been uploaded via a spreadsheet and includes this information. So if I click on an icon down here, I can see the school name, the link to their website, Prep to Year 6 is the year level in the school, and the total enrolments. That is included in all the icons on my map. You can also see that I plotted a route from Brighton, which is my imaginary home in this scenario, to Geelong, because a school in Geelong has requested a training session after school at 3 o'clock. Deja vu. I'm not going to repeat the same mistake as Broadbeach to Ipswich. I'm not going to jump in the car at 1 o'clock, drive an hour and a half, run an hour of training, and then drive 2 hours home in traffic to visit just one school for the day. I'm going to plan my time so that I visit several schools, not just one. Hence, I schedule the training session at least 2 weeks ahead of time. That way I have time to contact other schools in Geelong or on the way and offer them a meeting or ask permission to drop in a brochure or sample. I may decide to leave home in the morning and drive straight to Geelong because there are plenty of opportunities, as you can see, in Geelong. I like this map because Geelong, if I do a search for the suburb, will show up just the schools in Geelong. But if I click on this icon, it's the suburb of Belmont, this one's Newtown, this one's Hamlin Heights, and they're all within 10 minutes of my Geelong school that I'm visiting. The alternative for that day, if I decide that Geelong already has had a lot of attention, I may decide that I want to visit some schools on the way in this area here where there are lots of high-value schools. Hence, I would leave home in the morning, offer these schools a mid-morning, midday visit, maybe stop and have morning tea or check my emails for lunch, and then drive the remaining distance to Geelong, maybe visit a couple of schools, run my training session, and then drive home when all the schools are finished, confident that I've spent my day well visiting 7 schools instead of 1. Hopefully the traffic fairy's on my side too. Now to make your own map. You can add a map. You can add the data of whatever you want to your map, whether you're visiting chemists, whether you want to include the leads on your map, whether you want to include existing customers. I use a spreadsheet to add the data to my map because I don't want to add the icons one by one. You'll see in this example spreadsheet, I'm going to upload the data for a territory plan for Queensland. In the first 4 columns is my school name, suburb, state and postcode. That allows Google to place the icons on the map. I can include the street name if I like. It's not so important for my bigger picture overall planning in this case. The rest of these columns include any data that I want to be available to me when I drill into the icons on my map. So you'll see I've got the school website, how many students it has, etc. I go to my Google account to add this data. When you go to your Google account, you have the option of maps. And then you go to Save Maps, and I'm going to create my own map. With whatever data is going to be relevant for my territory planning. So my first layer, you'll see I've chosen to break up my schools into the larger schools with 250 students or more. So I'm going to import that data from the spreadsheet that I just showed you. 250 students or more. Google is uploading that data. It asks me where I want the icons placed, the name, suburb, state and postcode, and then the title of the icon is the school name. Once I click finish, Google places those icons on my map and I can drill into those icons to see the information that I've chosen to include. So this one in Ipswich has 374 students, prep to year 6, and I can click on the link for the school website. I may want this to be the same colour as my other territory map for Victoria. I can add as many layers as I want to this map. So the next layer is my medium-sized schools, in this case. Icons placed by Google to wave its magic. School name, finish, and I can change the colour. I can also, with this map, include as many layers as I want because I can uncheck the box at any time to just focus on the icons that I want to do, that I want to use for my planning for that day. A territory map like this can help you plan your travel time strategically. But territory plan isn't just about the physical territory. To smash your targets, you need to ensure you're fueling your pipeline. To know how much you need in your pipeline, you need to have clear goals, know your average sale size, your win rate, and your conversion time. When you're managing your own territory, you're running your own business, so you need to be strategic, work smart, and keep your focus on high value activity. For more ideas on planning your time and territory focus, please contact me via my website at topsalescoaching.au. Thank you.